what we've been told, each day you spend on the street will put you 2 days behind. And as little as 2 weeks, you could find yourself in a hole that you may not be able to get out of.
In our travels, we came across this couple in Ashland, and this is their story. We're filming the documentary, and really all we want is where you were at before you became homeless.
There's a cat in there, yep.
Yeah, Mr. Bojangles.
Just babe. Me, I'm from Ocean City, down in Washington State. I used to have my own business, my own home. Came down with ovarian cancer. Couldn't pay the medical bills, so lost it all. That was 12 years ago. I've been homeless ever since. I lost it all because you can't pay the medical bills. So they took my home, they took my house, they took my store. So we ended up getting divorced, me and my husband. And I ended up on the streets. Been here ever since.
Ken's story is really special to us, as are all our stories that we capture out here for you. Ken and his dog Jake seem to be best friends, but I guess out here, a familiar face, even if it does have 4 legs, seems to bring hope.
What were you doing right before you got on to the streets or became homeless?
I was a paver. I did some roofing, I did some paving, and lots of construction cleanup. A little bit of everything, actually. Yeah. This is my dog, Jake. And my name's Ken. I'm homeless. I've been homeless for 5 years. I've been trying to look for work. Work's hard to find. I stand on the corner right here and I hold up my sign. It's cold and wet and it's hard. I was born in Central Point. I was raised here all my life. I'm 40 years old. I try and make enough money for dog food. And you know, I smoke cigarettes, so I try to make money for dog food or tobacco. I've got an extensive criminal history, yeah. A couple DUIs, detoxes. It's hard, one day at a time.
Thank you very much for your time.
Well, you're welcome.
We wish you the best, and hopefully this will shed some new light on the situation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How about that blanket?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Enjoy. Take care. Thank you very much.
God bless your heart.
All right.
Well, I guess for me, the way I see it is there's 2 different kinds of situations. There's the homeless that are legitimately mentally ill and are homeless mostly because of their mental illness. And then there's the homeless people that are homeless because of financial hardship. And I actually came close to being homeless because of a divorce and a high child support payment where I couldn't really afford to be in an apartment. And I had set everything up so that I was going to live out of my car. So I had a gym membership and a cell phone and a mailboxes, etc., a P.O. box, and I was all set to do it. But then I found a cheaper place to live and I didn't have to do it. So I feel for them, especially the ones that, well, if they really don't have any control over it, it's unfortunate. And I guess there's another element to it, and there are some that have addiction issues, and that compels them to be homeless, and that's pretty sad.
What's your take on homelessness in America?
It's totally out of hand. It's we need too many people trying to give handouts instead of hands up. Helping somebody out and then not following through on it just doesn't do it.
Life is busy. We're so wrapped up in our lives, we don't even notice theirs. There. Did you catch it? They stand there quietly, waiting. Say hi next time. Maybe even help them out.
We take care of each other. That's something we heard a lot out here. Is it their sense of family, desperation, loneliness? Or is it something deeper? That even though they may not mean anything to society, they mean something to each other. They take care of each other. They feed each other. It's definitely a sense of community and unity out here.
Ask yourself one thing. Could you live like this? Not, you would never let it happen, but could you do what they do every day?
Debbie's story is not unlike a lot of the others. She used to be a part of the working public. Let's listen and see what happened here.
Basically, we just wanted to ask you one question, and that was, what were you doing right before you got out here?
I used to be a kitchen manager at a bunch of different restaurants in town. One of the best cooks in town. Broke my ankle, got hit by a car, crossing the crosswalk because people don't pay attention. Can't afford to get insurance. Can't get insurance. I'm not an illegal alien. I'm not pregnant. I'm not 65, and I'm not disabled because my hands and feet aren't cut off yet. I owe the hospital over $300,000 and I can't pay it. And I can't get insurance either. I'm a Native American and I can't even get help, but the illegal people can. My old man tries to go out and hustle jobs down at the truck stop because he used to brew furniture. And he'll talk to the guys that are down there at the truck stop and ask them if they need help lumping loads or whatever. I mean, he tries to do everything he can to get us ahead. But it's just really hard, especially with all the tickets that we have. Not easy. Henry and Tyler are really good people. They go to the Applegate Christian Fellowship. They come out and bring us soup, and they take us to church. And they came and got us today. They drove all the way out to Phoenix and picked us up. Took us to church today. They're good people. God bless their hearts. It's hard being out here, and it's not something that we choose to do. It's something that we have to do sometimes because you can't afford to move into a place. It's like the cops keep giving us tickets for over $3,000. It's like, where are we going to get that kind of money? Can't even afford to get a motel or a hotel room or an apartment, let alone pay that much money for living outside. And we don't leave trash laying around in our camp. It's not all thrashed. We pick up our trash, we throw it away, we keep things clean. We try to help each other out. And that's the best we can do. We try to go ahead from there. That's all we can do. Can't help each other, can't help each other smile once in a while, then we ain't got nothing.
When living on the street, when do you reach that point where living under bridges or in blackberry bushes or wherever you can find, when does that become the last option where you decide this is it, this is where I'm going to live?
What is your opinion of homelessness in America? Actually, I've been exposed to foreign country homelessness, and in America it's pretty shocking. It's very uncomfortable, but we're pretty sheltered from how bad it could really be. So to me, it's a bad thing, and I don't understand why we as a country can't do better to help what little we have compared to the rest of the world. I mean, watching kids living in the streets and begging on the highway, standing in the middle of traffic in India, naked at 3 years old, was pretty intense compared to anything I've seen here. However, homelessness is people without homes. I mean, that's a hard thing. And it just seems that we as a country, being one of the richest nations in the world, could do better to stand up, take care of each other.